To note to people who don't follow me, I'm half hour, God, I'm 40 minutes late. And that 40 minutes is entirely down to Windows updates. She decided to have some fun, apparently. Right. Now I have to deal with the fact I've changed plans. No, headache. Okay, so last time I made the armour, and pretty much I've finished painting. That only needs to be sealed now, and the chamber that I use for spraying has got a few leaks, and I don't really want to put wet paint in there at the moment. I put some bags over the leaks and hopefully it'll dry out. They'll be done soon enough. But I did finally get some cloth in. So that's not on camera. I have a large amount of black cloth. So I'm going to make a top and a pair of shorts today for that. Now, as you can see, I've got a lot of pink on here. That's not going to be very useful when it comes to, you know, sewing on black. So, I've got to swap out the thread first. Oh, heck, it's cold today. Okay, that's paused, we're fine. Oh, plus, it's like copyright-free music anyway, with free. So, first off, go swap all of these threads around. I can't remember whether I actually have a black bobbin or not. I genuinely can't, it's been a while. So just safely stow that. Pop this open. I'll guess through a bit, but okay, I really thought there was less on here. Unfortunately, unraveling it is one of those things, once you start it, you can't really stop. So, yeah, we've got a bit of a disaster going on here. Wow, I did not think we had that much on there. Okay, we'd have probably been fine. Oops. Where's my bin? That's a complete waste of thread, but I thought we had like half of things left, but that was pretty much about the amount I needed, and I just embarrassed myself. But hey, there's no one here to embarrass myself too, so who cares? Right. So, let's go over here. I have not even done an audio check yet. That was stupid. Okay, the art's done. It's fine. No problem with the audio. So, this time I get to find out just how loud this thing is on stream, because I've never really tested. Now, this is not high quality thread, and I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at by someone. It's like, why would you use such bad thread? This is what I have. Okay, clear on a white surface. How am I supposed to spot that? Okay, yep, and around there, and then like that, then like this. That does not appear to be helping. What are you sticking on? Oh, right. Big Bobby. Now it'll run. Now these, you won't see very often. These are my fabric scissors. which I keep very specifically for cutting fabric. I mean, there are an absolute ton of jokes about, you know, misusing fabric scissors, and they're right. I have misused my fabric scissors in the past, and that's why I've got this set, because instead of the past 3 or 4 sets. Because I wrecked the other ones. Just put a little bit on there. Pop that down. Just pull that a little bit tighter and turn that on. Okay, and go. I gotta say, that's not very loud. Like about half as much. Okay, that's about as much as I pulled off. So that's that done. Nice little cutter there. Let's turn that off. I do not want to be getting a finger through the needle through the finger again, especially on stream. Again. The last time I did this, it lasted so long I got tired and stopped concentrating. And this does not care if I am concentrating or not. Okay, so you run around this way. I know where I'm doing at the moment can't be seen from that camera, but I would not call this a computer that is up to, okay, down there, up, back down. You know, that is capable of doing much. I limit what I say because I don't want to irritate her. She is my only working PC. Well, okay, my only working PC that I can like bring to the studio to work. No, get back in. Okay, yep, don't care. You're in pretty badly. I'll accept that. Okay, so this thread is pretty crap. This is literally, when I first bought a sewing machine, this is the thread I got. And oh boy, does it show. Oops, that's one out. Pull that here. And I know that's the tension, but so hard to pull. Okay, what do I have? There's rubbish that I do not care about that I can just chuck a needle through quick. Hello, scrap cloth. Where are you? Yeah, I know. I have scrap cloth everywhere, it's fine. This isn't actually fully scrapped. This is a failed attempt at making a top from quite some time ago. Okay, yeah. It's okay, but oh boy, is that a hard one to pull. I think I might refret that just to double check, because I'm not happy with that. Okay, it's coming just fine off there, and it's fine to here. It's fine past there. I mean, look, I'm holding it like that. I definitely say there's something wrong with that tension. It's just holding it up. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, so that tension is having issues. That's never a good start. I think so, it's not coming there, it's literally at the tension. Yeah, it's on minimum tension, so basically it's locked on max tension all the time. I think so. I've never had this before, so I don't know what to do about it. Okay, I do know what to do about it, but if you yeah, the second it went past the tensioner, it just pings out from the pressure. So come on, let's have a look. Yeah. Why is it whenever I get a bit of technology out, I always end up having to take it apart? You know, this is assuming I have any idea of what's going on under here. I don't, but I'm just having a look inside to see if I can figure out what that's moving. like what it's supposed to be moving, because that's what I suspect is going on. But okay, is it literally one giant back unit? Or no? I've got the front. When messing with electrics, most important thing, unplug the thing. Don't forget that phase. It's important. Do you have a decently length screwdriver around here? No. Will you fit? The shorter ones, all of them, yeah, you'll fit. Okay, we're in. Let's see what's wrong here. I think all these screws were captive last time. How nice. So yeah, that's what's inside the sewing machine. Oh my god, there's so much mechanism in here. So I don't want to pull out anything further than I have to, because you've got the tensioner down there that just takes up the jumps, which is fine. That's a spring and it's operating exactly like a spring. This bit, on the other hand, I don't know. Also, yeah, I wouldn't advise doing this. So when it has string on it, it runs. It's very concerning when you have two strings, like loose at the bottom. Okay, through there. Through here. I don't know, I'm having a feeling that this is a bit too much tension. You know, for a tensioner on a sewing machine. It's holding my screwdriver up. But we know it's loose back there, but once it goes for so. So it runs in over the top. There's a metal bar here. There's a metal bar here that it runs over, then it drops down. Now it's good. I'll just be a case of I don't remember how my sewing machine works. It's a little heavy, but okay, fine. I'll trust it and I'll see how it works. But to say I'm not happy about it is an understatement. Okay, let's pull that back out all the way. Put it back together. Today's just technical fault after technical fault, isn't it? Okay, screw that back up. So my best guess is somewhere in there's something with a ton of lint on it, which is causing this problem. But I will not be defeated by lint. And under there, through there, I missed. And this one has a needle refredder, and I'm not very good at it. There you go, got it. What was that, third attempt? Okay, so I've just got to be careful while I'm pulling it loose at the end, but that's going to be the only big problem I'm going to face. Wow, you can't even see the light. So, sewing machine goes over there because I need to cut out the basic shapes first. Then just, just sew them. Oof, got some wind out there. Oh, okay, yeah. Pretty much exposed to outside. It gets windy, I get cold. I mean, we can debate my habit of buying too much cloth, but that's 3 meters. There was something sharp on that table. Okay, so you're a fold, you're an end, are you? Okay, yes, you're an end, you're an end. Figure out how to get... Okay, so that was another fold that I've missed. Okay, so this is stretchy fabric because I like using it, but do I need a better reason? No. Okay, bye. That's the justification you're getting. Yeah. Oh, crap. I had to restart the computer so my autofocus went off. Off. Thank you. I'd forgotten that was on. So do we have enough space? Plenty. Let's put some weight down on this. Now this pattern is a modification of about 4 different patterns I've stuck together in the end to make it. So it's quite a bit of work. That seems like a much more efficient way of teaching. Ow. That. Ow. As you may have observed, which I didn't, my pin cushion was under that. That hurt quite a lot. Because yeah, if you want to see someone get hurt by attempting to sew, this perfect place. Oh yeah, because it's looking at the solid sheet of black, it's getting the intent, it's getting the exposure way too high, isn't it? But no, let's do it. Let's just have this ridiculous overexposure showing. Ah, no, looks acceptable on a regular camera. On a regular display, I'll accept it. Okay, so I've just got to lay my cloth out flat, which is the main problem I'm having at the moment. So now I've just marked off around the edges. Now fortunately this is on black, so while doing this, I've just got to be careful not to stretch out the material underneath. Because if I do that, it'll end up distorting shape. It's going to be horrifically distorted anyway, but I may as well not make it any worse than it absolutely must, right? Now again, I use chalk here for the same reason I use it on my EVO foam patterns. Washes off easy and marks well. And we end up, wow, that is the best one of my patterns has ever shown up. This is after a lot of tests to make this thing right. I think this is like version 6. I start off with another pattern, failed, made one of my own, failed with that, combined the two. That sort of worked. And then combined them. and then continued to combine patterns to try to get something that works. Get my chalk back because I'm not done yet. So that's that, but then there's a band that goes around the waist. Sorry, no, it goes around the underbust, but where is that? There it is. Now it's important to remember with this one, it's not one long, it's two. So when I lay this out, I've got to go along two lengths of it, not one. I'll start off over here because that's got the dodgy bit on the edge there. You're supposed to throw away, to be fair. Fortunately for me, this bit's just a rectangle, so just draw around it. Unfortunately for me. Oh. Okay, and that's good. So we do that, go across here. Mark that out. Okay, and we now have that marked out. I've cut several of these where I went one length on that and I regretted it. Usually when I do this, I'm not doing it on a crafting table in front of a camera. I have the cloth out, like on the floor, and then do all the cutting and everything else, then take it to the sewing machine. But you know, you've got to do something, right? Okay, and that's that lot. So now I've just got to cut this out. This is the last bit to go on after all the rest, so I'll chuck that on the side. Grab this back. Now, this pattern isn't perfect, and basically these have to be put out a little bit for seam allowance. I did go a little bit onto the waist section on the side, which I shouldn't have. It's okay, as long as I don't like get twitchy and it's a really hot day and sweat like I did last time. That was not a good day. I do remember specifically these ones didn't need seam allowance because I'd added it. That's why I went straight up to the edge. To be fair, the last time I also hadn't cleaned cloth, so basically a mixture of the chemicals that it's cleaned in out of the factory, and my sweat got all over it and it got sticky. It was quite nasty to work with, but that's my bad. I shouldn't have done it. So glad it's easy to cut circles. So much more difficult to, you know, sew them. Yeah, in the end with the other ones everything worked out alright, so I'm not that worried. I mean, yes, it's not perfect, and yes, it'll work. Whoops. I mean, actually sewing this front and knee is a lot of work that I don't need to be doing. Right. So let's start off, get this over here and flip. Now, the really important bit is to remember, sew them both the damn same. It's okay. That feels a lot nicer than that side, but it like goes up to that point. That's too much to lose. So we may end up having to do this again. Which my actual incompetence is the main reason why I buy more than one thing. through you. Absolutely blunt needle. Oh. Usually I try to get all the needles to go the same way, but in this case I'll let it slide down to the fact that I'm not going to be popping them out while I'm sewing. So seam number 1, this will be a good test for if it's working. Now I have this on a zigzag pattern, obviously. And run it back. These seams look awful, by the way. That's far too much tension. I mean, it looks good on that side, but the second you get over here, it's all pulled all over the place. Ugh. It's supposed to be really light tension, not, you know, enough to hold up a screwdriver tension. So it's my bad. Come on. Thing is though, my pink never did this. So I just want to see if it's a new fault or whether it's just really bad string. This could explain why my old one died. No? Not the most useful demonstration, but that's about the weight that I'd expect, unlike what I was pulling before. Bad string, maybe? Oh, whoops. That's like, I have more strings, so let's grab another thread. This one feels nicer to start with, so, despite being basically the same thing. Yeah. Really hard to tell. I have to remember a very precise force and then going, is that the same? Okay, put you from number 6. Goes through first try. I didn't mess it up, you messed it up. This feels much nicer as well to work with, so... Still feels too heavy. Or maybe it's the glue all over the needle that was causing the problem. And there's actually dried glue on that needle, so that could be what was causing it. Wait, I don't know how to do this properly, so I'm just going to I'm just going to tie all the ends together and ignore it. To be fair, it's probably something to put on stop fraying in transit. That'd make far more sense. But yeah, these seams are not going to be winning any contests. And pull through. And yeah, I know, it's much easier with an interlocker. Okay, let's do this one, see how that goes. It's still running through, but Yeah, it looks horrible. Let go, you. Yeah, I should not be fighting with it. Yeah, at no point should I be fighting with my sewing machine, it should just be working. So... where's that needle? There it is. So there, and I'm so glad these are the interior facing ones. If this was like a stitch on the outside, I'd start this whole thing over. So literally if anyone could see these, I'd just rage quit. But they didn't. I think fudge right. Okay, so pop out the needles, put them somewhere safe. We're going back inside, apparently. I thought we were done. I was hoping we were done. I mean, we're not even close to overloading the motor, so I'm not worried, but I like my seams to at least look acceptable. It's a brush, it'll work. All it needs to do is brush stuff, so... Okay. As always, when working with electrical stuff, unplug. You may get tired of hearing it, I may get tired of saying it, but I am not taking the risk of someone getting electrocuted and me getting blamed. What is holding you on? Because you are a separate piece of plastic, aren't you? I don't want to break it. I mean, she hasn't even been in storage that long. It's been like 4 months. Okay, so it's none of that. It is something here, which means it'll be will it be that? Because if I take this off, the entire front would have to come off, so it's going to have to come off back here. Okay, so that's one. I'm not entirely sure taking this off will help. Because that'll involve, I need to get that bit off to see here. Or I do to just be able to see the mechanism on its own at this point. Might as well get it in straight. I don't want to strip the threads. Just that little bit of plastic that's in the way, and I don't know how to get past it to get to where I need to. I mean, essentially the tension is gone. That much I can confirm, but I don't know how the tension is gone. Ways going up, yeah. Okay, so you so the clicking noise is just it rubbing against something on the back, which is fair enough. Okay, so that's that section. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, whoops. I need that back on J, please. No, okay, 4. Okay, that at no point makes contact, so we don't need to worry about that. Do you know, there's a little lever that's pulling up and down. I'm trying to work out what does what. The mechanism is moving completely freely. You'd have thought you'd be able to see something move in there, right? Well, don't tell me that entire thing is just a placebo. So that's oily, but it should never touch it. What should it? No, it shouldn't, because it runs over that thing there. Ignores that entirely. Wherever it is, I can feel it pressing when it tightens up, so there is something physically moving. I really do not want to have to quit this because I don't know what's going on. It's not how I thought my afternoon would be going. Well, you're the tensioner? Oh, whoops. That's not good. Turns out the tensioner is the thing that very obviously looks like a tensioner that I've been ignoring, so that makes my life easier. Is that really it? Can't be. So yeah, welcome to me having no clue how a sewing machine works. So yeah, that's a guide. It leads into there. Then it leads into here, which leads underneath that. Which is adding no tension whatsoever. You sitting on yourself? Yeah. Right, so the tension seems to be added. Like down on there, going to 3. Yeah, it does strongly seem it's this. Also, I would strongly not advise doing this if you don't know what you're doing. It's so heavy now. I mean, yeah, now that'll support quite a bit of weight, which it shouldn't. It's like, yeah, I don't know why I'm messing around so much. But yeah, now it'll support. Yeah, now it'll just about support a screwdriver. And it really shouldn't be able to do that. it is this. Clean it, maybe? It's like the solution to 90% of things is to clean it, so... No. Well, my apologies for wasting people's time. Not like there's been anyone here to waste the time of, but... I know it's this little bit of metal here, but I don't know how it works. Tell you what, I do not care anymore. I've already lost enough of this time. It's getting fixed today. My apologies to technical support who are going to hate me forever. I'm one of those people. Might as well make the title accurate. I don't particularly find that title amusing, but trying to make this sewing machine work it is. Yeah. I didn't particularly want to dismantle it because hey, if you ever wanted to see what's inside one of these things, this is a good place to look. Also, if you notice the way I'm putting them on there, here's the way they're coming out. Let's hope there are no little surprise ones, eh? Yeah. Look, all I want to do is get behind this section here. ultimately it becomes a question of what is holding it together. Because I can't see any screws. I can't see anything connecting them, but I don't know why that would add so much tension. It's not meant to. And no, I'm not going to run it with all the screws out. I'm silly, not an idiot. Yeah. None of the extra pressures on. There is literally coming off this one little bit of metal here. It just isn't working properly. And as there is no connection between that and the rest of the machine, it means that what I'm doing here is pointless, taking it apart, because there is nothing connecting the two of them. Really? That's... Okay, so that pulls that little thing inwards, and this pulls it outwards, which would imply that there's a little... Okay, let's get all those screws back in first. We don't need it that far. We don't need it open. So I don't know, how does that thing come loose? Or come off? No, wait, no, you don't go on tight. Okay, you go on up here. Correctly into the hole. Also, this isn't the first time I've had it apart. I'm the type of person who takes her equipment apart all the time for fun. gotta say, there's a lot of thread on that. Oh, it was nearly done. Whoops. Oh. No, there's just a big split down the back. So is it just like jump the track or something? Is there a track? Good place to start. Is there a track? Then, did it jump it? Okay, so first off, get the little brush. We start off with the obvious first action of clean it. Because yeah, when I turn that, I can feel it moving. But it doesn't move, which means it's jumped the track at some point. Let's find out how it was meant to be connected, shall we? Also, yes, I'm sure I haven't lost a part at any point. It is completely smooth. It will go over the top of that and through here. And over there. So that line. Which does mean that if I really want to be nasty, I can just do that. Just lock it open. I don't think it was ever supposed to be that far out. That seems a bit unrealistic. But they are both perfectly flat and should, like, why is this gonna work? Technically, that's broken. That's in the wrong position when I had it like that, or it would have worked. Okay, is there a bit that's dropped in somewhere? Doesn't look like it. No, even if you push it back, it doesn't it doesn't do anything to loosen anything, though. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna fudge it for now, because I can't work this out. Because yeah, I can force it open and just turn off the tension completely. That doesn't make a difference to me. So, can I do it in a way that won't be dangerous, is the question. Okay, that'll remove the tension. Does it still move freely? Yep. Did it actually remove the tension problem? Okay, I put it back. Is that the right one? It's way too small. Okay, through there. Through here. And if anything, that is too loose. Too tight, too loose. Still too loose. That's okay, actually. Okay, so if anyone asks, that needle's meant to be there. It's definitely not I got annoyed at this and just went screw it mod or something. Because those happen. Oops, I think I might have hit the mic. You know what, I like planned this to be like a nice half-hour sewing and it'll all be fine. Whatever happened. Well, in fact, there's more tension on the bottom now than there is going to be on top. It's supposed to be about the same to when it's set up properly, but I can't exactly go to the repair shop, can I? Okay, get you around there. Just pop that out. Oh, you're not all the way up yet? That's why it didn't come out. It's really annoying that now I have the option of no tension or all tension. let's get the heck on with this. It's been going for long enough now. So now I've just got to pin the seam. Oh, yeah, let's pin them. Now when doing this, I've made this mistake myself, but make sure you're pinning it on the right side. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of a large seam and then finding out it's inside out. It's like, oh, it's all sewed on the outside. Start over. Oh yeah, stream title. Whoops. Cool. Now, these seams are the reason that I added extra on the sides. On the upside, you got the bonus of me trying to work out how to repair a sewing machine. I've never tried to fix one before. I still haven't managed to fix one. Technically, and factually, I haven't. Yep, that's what happens when you don't have enough tension on top. Hey, at least now we know what causes it. I had that on my first sewing machine and it was an absolute disaster, ruined so much stuff. I never worked out what it was. So we're just going to have messy seams. Yes. Pull this a bit closer to me. So all I have to do now is just guide it through slowly and we'll be fine. Okay, we won't be fine. These seams are going to look like absolute dog crap, but they will work. Yeah, I mean, they're working. Come on, let's get all you lot on the right side so you're following the right path. It's really weird having this thing on when you've got the feedback on. Come on, out you get. Now it's actually bending the needle. That's so much force it's taking. Okay, get that pen, put it back in the cushion because I walk around this room. Okay, so they go inwards, so we grab you to here. So that's just off camera, isn't it? Okay, thread the needle. Pull it down to the right position and zoop. And another one done. This is such an easy thing to do, it's so annoying it's taking me this long. you'll see when I'm doing it proper speed, so when I actually get going, it's like, this is so easy. So it's pin number 1. Okay, yeah, I've got them the right way around. Let's just run through, grab them all, and next pin. So is that just like the wrong sentence for the wrong place? Yeah, but... okay, and... oh, nope, sorry, forgot, just off camera. To be fair, this initial bit, real slow during the setup. I wonder if there's any sewing machine shops around here that can service it, 'cause I mean, I know the tension is gone, I just don't know how it's gone. Okay, just extend out a little bit, come back, yep. Sorry, I know it's on the edge of the camera, but I need it where I can see it. It's so much better when it's actually working. So, one of the things I love about the sewing machine, it just has straight up speed control. You know, I don't know how scary that looks with that hand there, but it's about that far away from the needle. I know the last time I used power tools, when I look back at the footage, it looked terrifying. I was like, I didn't have my hands that close. It's not like the Sister Battle Builder, I got one through my hand or something. There you go. Fixed. I mean, I doubt the camera will be able to pick up the threads on here, so there's not much point showing them, but you know. Because of the amount of weight it is to pull the thread through, it just crams all up on one side and you get all the folds there. Fortunately, well, a bit of both actually, unfortunate and fortunate. Where it's happening is where it doesn't really matter, because it's all on the outside, so it'll look awful, but it won't be like irritating my skin or anything, so. I mean, you gotta find the silver linings, right? Nope, smells vile. Oh well, thanks, Karen. That's not a fun one to throw at me. But realistically, that's where it should be. Just put you there. That should shut my paranoia up. An actual detective for what it's been trying to convince me is wrong. Yeah, we're folding over the correct way again. Is there someone on a moped going past? Get through. Go on. Also, I'm using the wrong type of needle for this as well. Okay, how close are we to the end of that? We're getting it. And so you've about 4 pins worth left now. Pop. Pop and pop. I think if we put it up here instead. Yeah, if we put start the seam up there, it'll be less obvious. Okay, and we've got this one here. It's round the back. Cycle some of that through. Oh yeah, I also haven't drunk in over 2 hours. That also could explain it. Whoops. Hydrate, damn it. So little left. I think about half hour left in this. Okay, so both the outside ones, and they come inside. I have my limits, okay? I don't know if you can hear the wind coming through, but it's decided to be quite windy today. Okay, so last thing. I guess we're not doing the shorts today because realism is going to run out of time. But it's okay, I can do them next time. Wait, no, you're up after this little bit. Oops. Around a second. I do that as part of this. Wait, no, we can do both the same way. Just have to fold this over and basically thirds and then fold it back. So basically I'm just folding it over. This is the bit that always takes ages, because It's generally just keep alignment, so you don't need to worry that much. Ultimately, if I wasn't being lazy, I'd just iron it. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I definitely have not been drinking enough. So yeah, I got distracted when the machine wasn't working and apologising to myself. So now what I'm doing, I'm just, because I don't think you can see it. Yeah, all the extra bits where they're not cut to the right length and everything else I've done wrong, I'm now just covering up. Need to make sure that the tops line up around about, so when I chuck them through they'll be okay. That one needs cleaning. Let's take that one out first, just to make sure I've got it. There you go. You know when you add way too much to something, you make a mistake? That's not right. It's supposed to be like that much more. Yeah, there's quite a lot of slack in there as well, so... I mean, close enough, right? Heck, it's got cold. Right. Actually, no. Right, I'm just swapping the direction of the pins because I need to sew from this side. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just lost in slack where things haven't been done properly. I mean, they'll be fine. They'll all come out in the wash, I believe is the expression. It's better than the one they used in work. But yeah, basically it'll all come out in the end. It'll be fine. Okay, this is the inside. Just had to check there for a second. I don't like leaving seams unfinished. Right, so that's now done all the way around. get them in the pin cushion. I think I might have to go round again. And yeah, I am taking this bit a lot slower because it's a lot more fine. And yeah, if I have to do a second lap, I will come back and make sure I'm doing it right. So I'll make sure I've got it all done right first. It's going to be so hard. inwards, which means it's here too. They are the most convoluted way to make a top ever. Mostly because I had to take the machine apart. They can go together just touching, and they'll be fine. So let's get the rest of that out. Yeah. That's not walking forwards. Okay, anyone asks, that's done. It doesn't smell the best. So there you go. 2 hours, one very much undermade top. I've got some mistakes. Yeah, it's not that bad. So next time I've got to make some shorts, and I don't even have a pattern for that, so that's going to be even worse. Okay, so I'm going to finish up there before this gets any more embarrassing, and I have to go on any later into the night. Thanks for coming. Today has been a disaster. But hopefully I will do better next time, and hopefully people actually come back. Okay. Bye.